Okay, so this is my 9x9 Durkee hoop, and I've got a 3T shirt on it. So what I do is when I set up my shirt, what works for me, I always iron it in half and then down where I want my, you know, I want my center line to be as far as like the height wise. So I iron it in half, and then what I do is I safety pin that point. I've done this like before I even started hooping, so it works for me. So that's where I want my center line to be when I set up my shirt. Now I always don't really pay much attention to this, like this up and down when I'm centering my design through, you know, the machine. I just do that for my hooping purposes to make sure I've got everything lined up. So what I've done is I've set up something on my 8x12 on my machine. So I'm going to hit, I don't know, edit end. And so it brings to where it thinks my center is. And then you go to rotate all. I rotate it and I put it upside down because I always put my kids' shirts on, upside down so that the collar doesn't stretch. So I just hit OK, and then it's in this one where it goes to sewing or whatever. So as you can see, well, maybe you can't, I don't know. I'm kind of shaky. You'll have to forgive me. I have a baby at my feet. So my center line for what my machine thinks should be my center is off. You can't really see it on here, but it's off by like 1/8 of an inch. So what I do is in this plane right here, like on the program, you can actually move it, and you can kind of hear the machine going left, moving. You can move it to where you want your center line to be. And what I always do is I just drop my needle down with my finger to make sure my center is where I want it to be. And that's the easiest way for me to do it. I don't have one of those cool laser beams. I don't have a camera, and it just takes too long to try to do it from the back of the machine. So anyway, I just do it. This is the easiest way for me to do it. And your center line, your center needle, I did not know this for the longest time. Your center needle is going to be the needle to the left of this gray ball right here. So like wherever this gray ball is where the center line of the machine is right now, is going to be the needle directly to the left of it. I thought for the longest time that it was the needle right in front of it, and that's not true. So make sure you're not going by that needle. You're always going to go by the needle that is to the left of that gray ball. So I've got it centered, and it says sewing, and then you set up, you know, I tell it where I want my stopping points to be, so I'll do that real quick. And then I hit sewing, it tells me to change my thread. I won't do that for now, just so I can show you. And then I just take my safety pins out. And I've got a hooping system, so this all goes within like, I'm hooped within like 5 seconds or something crazy like that. So here we go. I'm there. I've got my center line down, and then I tell the machine to go, and it does its whole thing. And you can still see where my center is, like how I had it pinned and all that kind of stuff on here. So hope that helps.